Yo, what's up? It's your boy Grease Monkey Zeke, and welcome to the very first video. I know it's a little boring start, but I'm gonna show you guys a little day in the life as a Lexus Automotive Technician. So yeah, I'm tired as hell. We're on our way to work, and yeah, hopefully we've got a good day. So dale, let's get it. So first things first, what I like to do is take all the tools out that I'm going to need throughout the day. So that, as you can see, that's all my tools. That's my battery tester, air gauge. That's my gun right there. That's everything that I need. And everything else is inside the box, but those are my main tools that I use. My two sockets over there in the corner, and obviously my oil bucket is right next to me. So let's get it. So first car of the day, today, on this car, we are doing a rotation, and we're also doing a software update to this vehicle. What I start to do is put in that washer fluid, because it's something quick and it's something easy. And what tends to happen sometimes is like, sometimes we'll put in a washer fluid, and then at the let's say at the end of the vehicle, you put in washer fluid. Once you're done with the car, you bring it to the wash, and then all that air bubbles, it goes up, and the fluid, the fluid goes down, and then, we get the, you never put in washer fluid. But anyways, put it in a washer fluid, do the multiple inspection, do any easy stuff that you can do before bringing the car up, do it. Obviously multiple inspection is very important. So you're going to be seeing me checking the vehicle. The car is under your name, so take pride in what you do. Do it right the first time, fix it right the first time. And yeah, man, life's going to be way better. So that's what we're doing right now. We're checking tires, brakes, suspension parts, anything that we could possibly check. We check anything that looks abnormal. We say something about it. Newer vehicles aren't going to be as a headache as older cars. Right now, I'm actually taking a look at the brakes. So I'm measuring the brakes with this little tool that we have, and I forgot where what millimeters they're at, but yeah, I also like to write things down for that reason, so I won't forget. So you're going to see me doing a lot of that. I'll be writing down whatever I'm recommending, writing down, whatever tread the tire's at, whatever millimeters the brakes are at. I write things down. So what I'm doing now is I'm obviously starting that rotation right there. So I'll crack all the wheels, and then I'll rotate these tires. And yeah, this is a very quick service. This is one of the quick ones that I actually do, one of the first cars that I work on. So I'm just trying to crack all of these and rotate these tires and get this car done with, so that way I can bring in another car. I do have 2 bays. Now's the time where things are a little slower. Things are starting to pick up now, but they're kind of a little slow. So I mean, I'm not complaining. Everything's good for the most part, but right now, as you can see, I just dropped that bolt. But yeah, right now, just finishing up. We're gonna go to the other side right now and crack those wheels loose, so that way we can rotate this tire. And yeah, if you're watching this and you're an automotive technician, bro, just drop in the comments, what car you work on. I mean, what cars do you usually work on, what cars you like working on, what you want for the future, like open up, bro. Like I want this to be a discussion. It's down in the comments. But yeah, so now I'm actually starting to rotate these tires. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Gonna bring that tire down, and yeah, this it's not basically anything to it. It's just rotating the tires. You guys get to see me pick stuff up and manhandle tires. But come on, Ezekiel, almost done. So this is future Zeke. I'm actually in my room. I just wanted to point out a couple things. When it comes to being a Lexus or any automotive technician, one of the main things that you have to do is actually look at the RO, understand what you're doing, understand the work that you're doing, the mileage, everything, all the information is there. Also look at the history, so that way you can understand what you can recommend and what you can't recommend. I also want to point another thing on here also. I'm a very likable person in the dealership, so everyone's gonna come up to me and they're gonna say what's up. They're gonna ask how I'm doing. Like, you know, it happens a couple times. If you're someone that likes to focus and needs to focus on their work and solely their work, you know, that's fine. People understand. Put your headphones in. Some days, you know, I have my days, and some days I'm cool with everybody, you know. It happens. But yeah, man, just keep that in mind. You know, at the end of the day, the cars that you're working on is under your name, you know. So, you know, if you gotta focus, you gotta focus. It is what it is, you know. Sometimes some of these guys are doing complex jobs and they don't want no distractions. So unless you're asking them for help or something like that, but other than that, you know, they're focused, you know. So focus, and yeah, man, you'll be good. So this is our second car. This is the 80,000 mile service that we're doing. So right now what I'm actually doing is writing everything down that I want to recommend, that, you know, that I know that the vehicle needs. I check the cabin filter, the engine air filter, check everything, the wiper blades. I believe this car, we recommended about anything and everything that needed to be recommended, so that way it could be approved and we could do it. So just going on with the flow here, you know, doing a multiple inspection, checking the vehicle, and yeah, like I said, this is very boring, boring part of the video, but the most important part of the video. So now I'm just coming back, checking that engine air filter. Bam. The more you recommend, the better for you. So right now, checking that cabin filter, seeing if the cabin filter is dirty. Obviously at this time it's dirty, so we gonna add that on there into the recommendations. And yes sir, man, make sure we're putting everything that we need to put on there within reason. But as you can see, that cabin filter is dirty, so we gonna add that into the recommendations. I just said that. Anyways, we're putting in washer fluid now, and we're gonna lift up that vehicle. And yes sir, man, I'm doing some more writing now, pointing out everything that I see. This vehicle actually had a tire light, so I actually wrote that down. Car had tire light before vehicle came into the shop, so that way I could remember. But so I mean, just to fast forward just a little bit, basically what happened was they got tires done elsewhere. They got 4 tires done elsewhere, so the tire pressure wasn't even correct. And also one of the tires, these tires are directional, so one of the tires was installed the wrong way. So when you're a technician, you also got to double check other people's work, especially if the car has went to an independent shop or anything like that. Now the car relies on you, so you got to let them know, like, hey, the other place messed up, you want me to do it, or you want to go back to them and have them do it. So I mean, right now, checking the tire, checking brakes, checking suspension, checking everything. Double check, and yeah, man, you'll become a better tech that way. So that's what I'm doing right now, checking those tires. I'm just trying to see if I see, like, obviously I didn't know that at that time, that
you know, they replaced these tires. So I'm just checking just to double check. I just never saw in the system that we replaced 4 tires. But as you can see, I'm putting in tire pressure now. I'm correcting tire pressure, and that left rear tire was extremely low. Was around like 28 psi or around like 25 psi. So what I did was I bumped it up to like around 40, just to see if there was any leaks or anything like that, any bubbles or anything like that. It's better to fill up the pressure all the way high, so that way there's more pressure in the tire for the leak to appear. So, but I'm just going in through the motions, like, you know, maybe this happened, maybe that happened. I then saw that left rear tire was extremely low. So, I just go in through the motions, and I'll actually bring the bucket to the left rear and just double check, because at the end of the day, yeah, double checking might take a long time, but at the end of the day, you know that you did your part and you know that you did it right. So that's actually what I'm doing now. And like I said, sometimes people are going to come up to me and say hi and stuff like that. You won't see in a little bit. A very good service advisor. It's just they got good vibes. I had another friend pass by and say hi. I'm just cool with everyone, but they know not to distract me when I'm working, because at the end of the day, man, like, I'm not trying to mess up with these cars. So as you can see, he's gonna say his highs and his buys, and then back to work, because at the end of the day, that's how we get paid in here. We gotta work, feel me? So what I'm doing now is I'm correcting the tire pressure now. I'm bringing it down to 35, because I didn't see any air bubbles or anything like that. So right now, just keeping it all even to 35 psi. I made it aware to the customer that the tires were a little lower, but it was probably the place that they did tires. The place that they had tires done, they probably just didn't put in the correct pressure, which happens sometimes. So especially when there's no leaks and tires were done elsewhere, that's usually what happens. Some more experienced techs, when when there's an oil change involved in the service, what they do is that they'll crack that oil that oil drain, that oil plug loose, and while the oil is draining, they'll then check the car, so that way they have a faster process of finishing the vehicle. But I have my routine, and this is the way that I do it. Yeah, it's a little slower. Some days I'm a little faster than others, but today, I just wanted to break things down and actually do things, accordingly, and not rush, because when you rush, you mess up. But I'm going to show you guys the oil filter housing in a little bit. So there's this little thing it's called a gasket. It's like a ring, and it basically prevents it from leaking. As you can see right there, that's the gasket. That's the old gasket. So we're going to put the new gasket on there. I'm going to change the positioning of the phone, so that way you guys can see a little bit better. So I'm going to do that right now, but I'm just showing where it's supposed to be. And yeah, I'm going to change that angle right now. So I'm going to bring that oil filter housing to the screen now, so that way going to have a better look of where it's supposed to be. But basically, when you're doing these oil changes, just put it back the way that it was, unless it was put on wrong. But as you can see, I'm going to bring that towards the camera now. Going to get a little piece of paper, so that way I don't make any messes. But I'm going to show you guys. I'm actually installing that gasket on now. Gonna lube it up real quick, spread that oil so that way nothing cracks, and that's supposed to be right there. So now we're gonna put everything back. We're gonna crack everything, we'll tighten everything together, and eventually ship this car. And that's what I'm doing now. As you can see, that right front tire is put on wrong. Those are directional tires, so it's supposed to be flipped. It's supposed to be how the left front tire is. So I just let the customer know, like, hey, wherever you got these tires done, they didn't do it correctly. That right rear tire was rotated to the right front, so just let them know. Yeah, it's very important to double check your work and double check other people's work. So this was a rear differential fluid exchange that was recommended. One of the things that were recommended, but this was approved. This is a hybrid right here. So what you want to do always is crack the fill plug first and then a drain plug, because if you crack the drain plug and then you can't get to the fill plug, you're kind of screwed. So right now that transmission fluid is draining, as you can see. So now we tying everything back together, and then we introduce the rear diff with new fluid. Obviously that's a hybrid, so it's a little different. I'm gonna have to pump this red fluid into the vehicle, and then yeah, we put everything together, and yeah, that service is done. So I'm going to show you guys on a different car, but I believe the next car that's next up, somebody else recommended a brake fluid exchange. So that's what I'm doing now. I did lose the footage, the beginning of it, but basically we have this like component that connects to the master cylinder, and we have these little tubes where we connect it to the bleeders. I would start from the right rear, always start from the furthest vehicle. I mean the furthest I guess tire away from the steering wheel. That's just me. Some people, they just start with wherever they start, but that's just something that I just gotten used to. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm cracking that right rear, and then I'll crack the left rear, and then the right front and the left front. So now we're cracking the right front now, and then we're gonna be cracking the left front now. Yeah, that's basically how this machine works. It retracts the old fluid, brings it into the system, and then the system will introduce new brake fluid into the vehicle. And yeah, so right now it is a little hard to get to, especially when you don't have space. Sometimes it is better to crack the wheel loose, but I have just enough space where I can be able to crack those bleeder loose and start this service. So that's what I'm doing now, as you can see. So we're going to skip this part, and now the vehicle is going to be right there. So I like to bring it down a little bit lower, so just in case if I start it and you know, something's wrong, I can be able to catch it, you know, if there's any leaks or anything like that. Obviously right now I'm done with the service. I tie in the bleeders and I put in everything back in together. So this service is already completed. Just wrapping up here, and I'm almost done. And I believe we're going to move to another car where the rear diff has been approved. This is a regular RX. So the drain plug and the I guess yeah, the fill plug and the drain plug are together. They're in the same area, so it's a little easier to get into. Obviously, like I said, you crack that fill plug first and then the drain plug. You do that, always do that. But yeah, that's where right now we're tying everything, we're putting everything back together. I'm just gonna show you guys. As you can see, the way that I know that there's good amount of fluid in there is that I fill it up to the brim, where it's like actually like all falling out, and once it's like trickling down like just a little bit, that's how I know that, like, you know, there's enough fluid in there. I could tie in it. So I did lose some footage, so you're probably not gonna see that, but that's I believe that's the end of the vehicles that I'm working on. I did lose some footage, so you'll see that in a little bit. But into the future, Zeke. I'm actually home right now. I'm going to record this video. I lost some footage, man. I'm so pissed off, but it's all right. It's our first video. We're gonna come back strong with our second video. Man, I don't know what happened, but man, I'm gonna have to get a GoPro or something, because doing stuff on your phone sometimes sucks. So but it's okay. This is just the beginning. And yeah, I believe the last car that I worked on was a PDI, so it's a pre-delivery inspection. We gotta inspect the car. What we do is we check the tire pressure, put in the fuse in, put the components, install the components that we need to install. The last car that I was working on was an RZ, so I believe I had to charge it. I had 6 hours set for the day. With that PDI, it would be 2 hours extra, but you know, the PDI was given to another tech, because right now I'm hourly. I will be flat rate very soon, but right now I'm hourly, so it is what it is. You know, I don't mind it. I don't mind helping others, as long as I do the work. That's all I care about. But yeah, so you know, we did finish with around, I guess, 8 hours, and the system 6 hours. But you know, it is what it is. I lost some footage. It's all right. We'll come strong. You know, next time. Just when I thought my little day was over, Big Sis had to call me, because she don't know how to turn off her lights when the car is off. So now the car's dead, and I'm on my way to give it a jump start. God, bro. These people don't let me sleep, man. Jesus Christ.
Where you going?
Thank you. So you got like 4 dudes try to give you a jump start, and
You got it. You
and
figured it out. That's
they
why I don't never call nobody but you.
go home, bro. Holy shit. There's nothing the grease monkey can't handle. Anyways, thanks for the support. Thanks for the love. Little plot twist. Just want to say thank you so much. For those that are subscribed now, subscribe 10 years from now. Those that are watching now, those are watching 10 years from now. Thank you. We're going to stay consistent, and we're going to keep on with this journey, bro. This is just the beginning of something great. So I just want to say thank you so much to my beautiful, amazing, lovely girlfriend that's not with me right now because we live in different houses. Thank you for being supportive, and for being there, and for being amazing. So yeah, from the bottom of my heart, Zeke finally out. Good night.